right. And hold on. We're going to be live here soon. I probably need to put a headset on. And we're live. Welcome to Manhood. Start tracking the number of days we've done this because I think we're hitting like 60 or something. I have to check into that. Welcome in. This is a daily Bible study where we get together every morning. For me, it's morning. If you're across the pond, it might be later in the day for you. But daily devotional here. Get together, do a Bible study. Hold on. Here. We go through one chapter every single day. I am a tad late today, but that's only because I took some feedback, and I'm actually going to have the verses on screen, or we're going to try to. So, big day tomorrow. This is my last stream before going to have our baby. Stoked about that. Yeah. Sorry, I just got distracted for a second. I was going to see. I need to go over here. Yeah, I need to go over there. Okay, so today we're going to be going through First Samuel chapter 6. Let's see here, 1 second. Yeah, so we're going through First Samuel 6. We're going to be discussing yesterday's commitments, though there were very little to none, so there shouldn't be a whole bunch to discuss there. We're also going to be doing the daily gratitude. So if you do show up, my expectation is you share something you're grateful for. It's super important. God has created us to be grateful. So that's, oh, what's this? Hold on. Oh, what was that? Okay. We need nighttime. Oh, I see. Destruction. All right. Yeah, so this is the last day. Last day today, and then I think I'll probably be off for however many days it takes for me not to put my wife in a position where she feels that I am abandoning her because it's going to be it's going to be hard for the first few days. Also, probably in the hospital here for a bit. I think probably a couple days in the hospital. She has to have a C-section, so she'll be stuck there for a little while. But once we get back to it, I might have the baby out here with me, so that'll be fun. Okay, let's go into the first thing. Yesterday's commitments. I made very little. One of the main goals I had for yesterday, was to make sure that each of the kids, we're going to be leaving them with my parents for a couple days while you go have the baby. So making sure that each of them had an opportunity to do something that they really wanted to do. See, I thought she was over here. She's not, though. Maybe I need to go give her the, where is she? This. Matic Merchant. I don't remember where she goes. I gotta give her a grape. Anyway, the goal was to give each of the kids, like, hey, dedicated attention, something they wanted to do, and make sure to fill the day with it because we were busy getting a lot of stuff ready. And that actually went really well. That was really, really good. So I was grateful for that, and I think the kids were blessed, and it was nice. We did our devotionals yesterday. Got a lot done in preparation for the baby to come. And so, pretty good day. Now, going into gratitude, I am super grateful that we have reached the last day. I'm really ready for the baby to be here. And so I'm just so thankful that we've just got today to go to church, worship the Lord together, and then get some stuff prepped, get the kids where they need to be. Yeah, so super thankful for that. A dagger, that's cool. I'm also, what else am I grateful for? I am grateful I was able in the morning time. I don't have a lot of extra moments to like prep a bunch of stuff for this. So I was able this morning to get the verses on screen. I don't know if they'll look that good, but they're going to be there. So, super grateful for that. And then, what else? What else? I've been getting like a weird low-grade sickness. I know this is going to sound like an anti-gratefulness thing, but I am grateful that it hasn't gotten worse. I was worried that I'd get actually really sick and be stressed out about whether, because I can't go to the hospital with her if I'm sick. How do I get up there? What is that? Oh, that's that thing. Okay, I'll shut up. I think that's why I came over here, is to go under this thing and go over there. So yeah, those are my 3 gratefulness. If you're here and you're in the chat, throw something in there you're grateful for. This is something God's made us do. We're supposed to enter his courts with thanksgiving. So, important stuff. Okay, we're going into 1 Samuel 6. There's a lot of sites of grace around here. So I'm going to go turn on the first one. Look at that. There it is. Now you're not going to be able to see me play the game. Okay. Maybe I should move it up a little bit. Here, let's adjust this while we're in game. Huh? Whoops, that was weird. Cool. Okay. Here, we'll adjust it. What if we hide this? Maybe we should do that, huh? Hide the... not the chat. Hide that one, then move this up top. What do we think? That? I think that looks good. We're going to do that. Okay, First Samuel chapter 6. Did I not rest at this? The ark of the Lord was in the country of the Philistines 7 months. So in 7 months, he was able to essentially completely turn, 3 or 4 towns to fear and trembling. They were all covered in boils and tumors. They were all terrified. And this is without the Israelites being involved, because the Israelites had abandoned God's process for them. So God is showing his glory or his power to the Philistines, regardless of whether his people have been obedient. So, and in 7 months, he's able to convince them they need to return this thing. Okay. And the Philistines called for the priests and the diviners and said, "What shall we do with the ark of the Lord? Tell us with what we shall send it to its place." So we're fully convinced we're sending this thing back. It can no longer remain here with us. What do we need to send back with this thing to ensure that everything is how it should be, right? We're going to be essentially forgiven for this. So they said, "If you send the ark of the God of Israel, do not send it empty, and by all means return him a guilt offering." So they even understood this. We are guilty of taking this from you, and we're restoring it back, and we're going to give you that and more. Like, we want this fixed. Oh, this must be I bet this is the thing down for the underworld base. I'll have to go there next. Okay, they said, "If you send, do not say." Oh, sorry, we just read that. "Then you will be healed, and it will be known to you why his hand does not turn away from you." So their diviners were like, "Listen, return this, and you'll see for yourself. This was God the whole time." And I'm sure there were people being like, "This isn't God. This is just something else going on. Like, we shouldn't return this thing." Where is it? There it is. Got it. And so they're like, "Yeah, do all this and just see if this doesn't get better, right? It'll prove itself to you." Okay. And they said, "What is the guilt offering that we should return to him?" They answered, 5 golden tumors and 5 golden mice, according to the number of the lords of the Philistines, for the same plague was on all of you and on your lords. So essentially what they're saying is, hey, you guys go, And essentially what you're going to say by statement of this offering, by going and coughing ahead. Is there really? No, there's not. In this game, there's like coffins you can crawl into and fall off a cliff. Does it just mean like death? See anything down? What is this for? Why do you go down here? Okay. I don't know. Oh, hold on. I gotta pull something forward. Oh, okay. Here, let me block list. There we go. Okay, so they're like, "Hey, send this thing. It's going to be." What do these signs say? We're gonna have to go around. Oh, is that where the little? I think that's where the little pots are, isn't it? Or is that a? Maybe that's in the DLC. I don't remember. Okay. Essentially, it's like, hey, what you're going to do is you're going to send these golden representations of the plagues that have been upon us, and you're going to send enough for every leader of the Philistines. So essentially, what they're saying is, we are going to send this stuff back to. We're going to send the Ark of the Covenant back to God's land. We're going to send this representation of the plagues that have been on us. And what it's going to showcase is that all of us, all of the leaders of the Philistines are in agreement that God is more powerful than Dagon, our God, that he is the one causing this, and these guilt offerings are literally going to display that each of our leaders agree that God is the power behind these plagues that have been on us, so that this stuff stops and we can have our lives back. So 5 golden tumors, 5 golden mice. So you must make images of your tumors and the images of your mice that ravage the land, and give glory to the God of Israel. Perhaps he will lighten his perhaps he will lighten his hand from off you and your gods and your land. It's crazy stuff. So acknowledge that he's great, acknowledge that he's the one doing all this, and he will make the stuff better. Okay, I'm going to adjust this stuff again. Hold on. I'm new here. We're learning as we go. We're learning as we go. Okay, so we're going to take this, move it up right there. Keep that in that section there. Okay. Oh, I got to get. Let's click off this. Let's click in here. I don't remember where to find that thing. Does anyone remember where to find the thing that turns this whole building upside down? I don't think we can do anything until we can. Oh, I should jump there. It looks like I can. Okay. Why should you harden your hearts? The Egyptians and Pharaoh hardened their hearts after he had dealt severely with them, and they did not send the people away, and they departed. Okay, so this is another thing. There is still God's, like, the people remember what this God, the God of the Israelites, what our God did for his people way back when they were coming out of the land of Egypt. And this is a long time since then. And so this is where the people of God failed miserably, because they literally had the opportunity to showcase his power. Hold on. That worked out really well, actually. We're gonna just keep running through and killing that guy. Still trying to attack me with stuff. It's not gonna work. Oh, it switched. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Lost him. Where'd he go? So the Philistines still remember this. They still hold honor for God for what he did for his people back then. And they're like, listen, if we don't do this, if we don't get this stuff back, the same thing's going to happen to us. Is there any way for me to get to him now? Let's go up. I think it does. And they're like, hey, don't harden your hearts like the Egyptians. They remember when they made the mistake of doing this and what happened to them? And we've just barely tasted of the wrath that could come upon us if we don't listen. Okay, that hitting me was trash. All right, let's roll. Did he bail? Let's try. We got him. We got him. Chase that guy down. That was useless. I thought you had to turn this thing upside down to do anything here. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Now then, take and prepare a new cart and 2 milk cows on which there has never come a yoke. So we're going to show God all honor and all glory. We will put him with brand new animals. We will put this thing, essentially do everything possible that we can to give him honor and glory and ensure that this stops for us. Ambush ahead. Oh, that was good. That worked out well. Okay, so new cart. Nothing's ever been ridden on it. Essentially new cows, right? Milk cows on which there's never come a yoke, and yoke the cows to the cart, but take their calves home away from them. And take the ark of the Lord and place it on the cart and put in a box at its side the figures of gold. Okay, yeah, it goes through what, 9? Yeah. And take the ark of the Lord, put it in the cart, the box at its side, the figures of gold, which you are returning to him as a guilt offering. Then send it off and let it go its way. And watch. If it goes up... What is this? Nothing. What's this? Okay, send it off and let it go its way. And watch. If it goes up on the way to its own land, then to Beth Shemesh, then it is he who has done us a great harm. So they're putting all of these different tests in here. It's like, hey, we're going to test. We're going to make sure that we acknowledge that by all of our leaders, this is him, to ensure that if it is, we are forgiven. We're going to put this thing on a cart and test that as we send it out. Yeah, we need to crawl the ladder. As we send it out, if it goes the way that it is, we'll know that it was God. If it goes back toward its home, we'll know that God is the one who did this. And if not, and this is what it says, so at the end of 9, it's like, then we shall, then it is he. But if not, if it doesn't go that way, man, I'm having some nasal stuff going on, some sinus stuff. Then we shall know that it is not his hand that struck us. It happened to us by coincidence. So if you guys really don't want to believe yet, totally fine. Let's do this stuff, put this stuff in place. This is what we know to do. And then we'll know for sure whether or not it was him that did it. Okay. Move this right. I don't think the whole chapter, I don't think the whole verse 15 got on there. That's okay, though. You guys can follow along. Okay, the men did so. They took 2 milk cows and yoked them to the cart and shut up their calves at home. Oh. They're strong mice. Wow. Wary of taking on all at once. I don't even know what you're talking about. All of what? Let's see him. put the Ark of the Lord on the cart and the box. Oh, here they come. Don't let them get you. Okay, good to go there. And the box with the golden mice and the images of their tumors. Where is he? There's a ladder over there. It blows my mind there's nothing to collect down things. That's okay. We'll keep on moving. I have to go on the other side. And the cows went straight in the direction of Beth Shemesh, confirming it, right? That's along the highway. Lowing as they went, they turned neither to the left or to the right. Or to the right, to their left. And the lords of the Philistines went after them as far as the border of Beth Shemesh. So the leaders, the guys who were asking, how do we get rid of this, are actually following these cows to ensure, hey, let's see what it does. Let's make sure that this is what's been happening to us. And it's confirmed. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. We're all right. So they follow with it. They confirm that's what's going on. I don't think I can get to... I think that's where I got to be. And I don't have the stuff for that. So this is just for whatever this item is over here, I guess. What does this say? Come true. Dream come true. Okay. What's this? You guys want to see something cool? What's out? Every time. First try. All right, we're heading back down. We got to get whatever item it is to turn this place upside down. Okay. Lords of the Philistines are carrying on after it. Now the people of Beth Shemesh were reaping their wheat harvest in the valley, and when they lifted up their eyes and saw the ark, they rejoiced to see it. So God brings back the Ark of the Covenant for them. And the cart came into the field of Joshua of Beth Shemesh and stopped there. Don't tell me what. A great stone was there, and they split up wood on the cart. So they took the wood that the Philistines sent in and offered the cows that they sent in. Right, these are blameless cows, which is an important piece. They're cows that haven't been used before, and the only thing they've carried up to this point is the Ark of the Covenant. They're used as a sacrifice. So in essence, the Philistines partake in a sacrifice to God, which they knew of. They were giving him a guilt offering, but they're now partaking in this as well. Can I jump off the edge? Yeah, I can. So satisfying. Okay, so they offer the cows. And the Levites took down the ark of the Lord and the box that was beside it, in which there was golden figures, and set them upon the great stone. And the men of Beth Shemesh offered burnt offerings and sacrifices on that day to the Lord. So the Lord's brought them back, and they actually honor the Lord in the way that he has told them to honor them, rather than doing all these things they were doing before, right? All right, let's drop this. Boom. Sub. There you go. See it. All right. Okay, verse 17. Where are we at? I can't go down there and figure out what the thing is to turn this place upside down. And I have no... Did go over. All right, verse 17. These are the golden tumors that the Philistines returned as a guilt offering to the Lord. One for Ashdod, one for Gaza, one for Eshkelon, one for Gath, one for Ekron. And the golden mice according to the number of the cities of the Philistines belonging to the 5 lords, both fortified cities and unwalled villages. The great stone beside which they set down the ark of the Lord is a witness to this day in the field of Joshua of Beth Shemesh. So it's pointing to the fact that, hey, readers of this would know where this was, right? Readers of this would know exactly where he was talking about. They would say, yeah, it is still there today. You can go look at it and remember this thing. Let me give this guy a key real quick.
Back to learning wonderful. Why not find without one, and you'll never reach the... And if you once you would you consider... I know it, but still... Are you certain you're willing to give
certain.
Thank you. Now I can go to resume my... Back to learning. Why, of course.
Don't need it. We stay focused. We don't spread out our understanding and everything. Okay. How much money? I even see that. Okay. So, so this was interesting. Verse 19. And he struck some of the men of Beth Shemesh because they looked upon the ark of the Lord. He struck 70 men of them, and the people mourned because the Lord had struck the people with a great blow. So this, once again, like, this is a different time. God has a very specific set of instructions and expectations with how he should be honored and glorified. And at this point, we don't have Christ as a mediator. So the only person that should be seeing the ark of the Lord is, would it be the high priest? I believe it would be the high priest, because that would be in the most holy place, right? So the fact that they're all looking upon this thing, it's once again, they are going outside of what God has prescribed for them and doing their own thing. And today we see from this lens of Christ has come and we have utter freedom. At that time, God was working with them to provide a way back, but all of us were so far away from God due to our sin that we had a very specified level of instructions to make sure we were clean before we interacted with him. And we only interacted so far, right? And perceiving and looking upon the Ark of the Covenant and actually taking part in it was something that we were not able or allowed to do. There we go. All right. Went ahead. I'm going to find where the map is for this side over. Side. This way. Then the men of Beth Shemesh said, who is able to stand before the Lord? This holy God, and to whom shall he go up away from us? So they're like, get this thing out of here. We can't handle it being here. And this God is too holy for us to be in the presence of. Can we please take this somewhere else? We cannot handle this being here. Our men are dying. Here we go. Found it. Oh, look at this. Gonna fight a little, if we can carry whoever's in here. Okay. So they sent messengers to the inhabitants of Kiriath Jearim, saying, the Philistines have returned the ark of the Lord. Come down and take it up to you. Please get this thing out of here. We need it to go somewhere else. Which shows you, it's like, hey, when these people don't know what it takes to honor God, nope, that did not work. Also, I don't remember this guy at all. Who is this dude? It is super interesting to me too that, like, the presence of God, like with Christ, the presence of God is only hope, joy, and glory. Without Christ, the presence of God is something that is terrifying. And I think even to this day, like, we are too approach our faith with fear and trembling, right? We're supposed to like work that out because God is, he's far beyond anything that we are. He's far more than anything that we are. And we have to ensure that like he's made a path for us and we're taking that path, right? And so it's just so interesting to read about this stuff. I don't know that I can actually parry this guy. Weird that just walk around his back though, and that'll be fine. No. So I get out of that. Take a drink. I don't know that I can do it. Oh man, he's got a pretty hard hits. All right. I think I might switch to double sword. Just dodge the X because that's. Okay, today's commitments. So today's going to be really thrown off. Also, if you're here and you want to throw your commitments in, this has been super helpful for me to get on here every day and just like, hey, these are the things I'm planning to do today to hold me accountable to do them. So if you've got commitments you want to make of your own, whether it's for your health, spiritual journey, whatever it is, make them, toss them in the chat. Mine for today, we've got a lot of prep to do. So I'm not going to be overly... I'm not going to be overly ambitious about what I want to get done. I should not have. That was a waste. Right. I don't remember ever fighting this guy. I still want to... I can't do it. You can't parry him. I feel like it would have worked if I could have parried him. So it's mainly getting that stuff done. We're going to be heading out to my parents' house for lunch, and I think that they just want to keep the kids there after that. So the chance we're child free after the lunch hour, which is kind of a bummer for me. Some people would be stoked about that. I actually love my kids, and I think they're awesome. Not that it's not always easy, but we're going to be gone from them for a few days, so that'll be sad. We got some stuff to get ready, so I don't want to overcommit today when we've got a whole bunch of stuff to prep for going into the hospital. We got to be in there by like 4 a.m. tomorrow, so it'll be a nice little intense time. All right, I just want to study this guy's stuff. I wish he could blow himself out. That'd be cool. He has good poise too. I feel like today do you think he's a proselyte? Oh man, okay. Seems like he might work for the what's the dude's name? The giant. All these like sons of fire. I'm considering, depending on how today goes, getting a workout in, because I won't for the next few days. But I doubt we're going to have time to do that, so I don't want to... yeah. I won't be here tomorrow. I most likely will not be here Tuesday. There's a large chance I will not be here Wednesday. So the earliest that I'll be back on would be probably Thursday morning, and that'd be best case scenario, because I'm not going to press for this. I'm not going to press to be here when I want to help take care of things and spend time with our new baby. Man, he is fast. I really, really want to parry this dude, and I feel like it should be possible. I really feel like I should be able to parry him. I don't think he is. Wonder how much this hurts him. A little bit, not much. Alright. Dude, his roll is fast, man. He's quick. He's a spry guy. Pretty fly for a spry guy. Oh, we're burning on the ground. Perfect. Don't do that. Don't. That was terrible. I think if his stuff blows up on him, he should get hit by it. That's my thought. Maybe we should do jump attacks. Build up some... Ooh, there we go. Poke attacks. That's what we need. That gets us the distance. Okay, that reach was a little too much. Get some bleed going. How did that miss? Come here. Come here. I figured out the process. Ugh. You're jumping one. You're jumping one. No, no jump. This is what I'm gonna do right there. Oh, that missed. No. What time is it right now? 6:11. We're about out of time. One more. Got him. Great job, everybody. It's great to be here. The thief of fire. Oh, he stole the fire. So maybe that's not what we thought it was. All right. Barely any runes. That's okay. All right. If you guys could be praying for me, if anybody's here, I need some prayer to make sure that we stay well, because we got to go into the hospital tomorrow. And if I get sick, that's going to be rough to not work. They're not going to let me go into the hospital. So prayer that I would be well and that wife would stay well as well, because we absolutely need that. All right, with that, I'm going to run around for 3 minutes and then I'm going to hop off. What does this say? Ambush ahead. I don't have any health for an ambush. It's a little. Is this not the area where I was before? They're trying. It's not going to work, though. Whoa, careful. I think I went through this area already. Feels like I did. Feels like this is the same one that I went through and picked up the stuff. Let's go see. Nope, it's not. Different one. Iron Monk's Prayer Book. Let's call in something. Haven't. 8. Hold on. Stay calm. We got that guy. We're good there. Oh, that's cool. Oh, ouch. They killed them both already? Not gonna know what hit him with this flame. Actually, get pretty hard with that. All right, bud. We parry fight with no health. Actually, doesn't have that much of a. Oop, that didn't work. Okay, all right. I rolled well through that. That was garbage. It's gonna put me so far away from this, though. Oh man, think about that. I did not think about that. Let's wait. Let's go. Let's go get it. I think that's enough. That was the scariest looking little spider guy I've ever seen right there. Did you guys see that? It's terrifying. Feels like he's running slow. Taking a different path this time. Seeing if there's anything important. All right. They can try. It's not going to work. All right, reminder for the day. Really a reminder for myself. Keep Christ the center focus of my life. Keep in step with the Spirit. The reason this is called manhood is literally just a play on the words of manhood and like HUD, like what is set before my eyes as I go through my day. What's guiding me through my day, right? Heads up display kind of stuff. So just a reminder for you guys as well. Keep Christ the center focus of your day. If this is helpful, if you enjoy it, giving a follow would be awesome. I am stuck. I should just become one of these fire monks. Just do like a cosplay round. Hold on. One. Your swing. Oh, what was that? Oh my god. All right, I gotta go. We'll come back to this tomorrow. Well, no, we won't. I won't be back here for a few days. We'll come back to this here in a few days. Oh, they have us. Okay, that's frustrating. I was barely outside of it last time. Bugging my coffee again. There is one. Let's go grab our cash and keep moving. That's over here. How do we get up there? Yeah, maybe? We'll have to hit it. That's the rule. You have to know there's nothing ahead and still hit the wall. Because you never know if the liars are the ones who's saying. All right. All right, you guys have a good day. Oh, hello, Max Confusion. What's up? I'm actually closing out right now. But thanks for joining, man. We're usually here every morning. I'm going to have a baby. But usually we are studying through a chapter of the Bible each day. And if you want to join us, give me a follow. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'll be back here in a few days after we go have our baby. And then I'll probably be here with the baby for a while in the mornings. So if you'd like to join, great. With that, y'all, I'm going to head out. Oh, let's go up here. This is the next spot we're in. Up in this area. Yeah. Yep. This thing. All right. You guys have a great day.